Veronica, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. It's really lovely to see you both. I believe this is regarding the maintenance issues that you're having at your property at the moment. No, I completely understand your frustration. I just wanted to firstly sincerely apologise for the lack of communication here. It's definitely not the way I usually operate, and I'm really sorry. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's happening on our end, if that's alright. I know, I'm so sorry. I did try to call you back, but it went to voicemail, and I just really wanted to talk in real time so that we could try and sort the issue out. So I'm so glad that you're here in person, that we can discuss it now. That's great. So what's happened here is that I got your maintenance request. Thank you again for reporting that so quickly and so accurately. That was really helpful. So I did try to contact the landlord at the time, but then realised that there were notes on file that they're actually overseas at the moment and they can't be contacted. And so they're away for about another week, and I'm so sorry about that. I know, again, I'm really sorry. I absolutely understand. It would have seemed like I wasn't contacting you or communicating properly. And I promise I'll ensure that that doesn't happen again in the future. Yeah, so with repairs, we have management authorisations with each of our landlords. However, the authority that we have with your landlord states that we aren't permitted to authorise any repairs that aren't urgent without getting their approval. So they're back in a couple of days, as I said. In the meantime, to make sure I'm doing as much as I can for now, I have left voicemails and emails with them, so they'll get them as soon as they're back in town, so we can get their approval as soon as possible. On top of that, just to hopefully reassure you a little bit more, I've also contacted our usual contractors that we get to do this work, and they're on notice already, so as soon as we get approval, we'll book them in and they'll get there as soon as possible. Yeah, no, so unfortunately, the garage and the minor leak don't count as urgent repairs. So the hot water service has to have broken or flooding had to be happening from the leak if it was to be considered an urgent repairs under the Residential Tenancies Act, unfortunately. The rent, yeah, of course, I totally understand that you're not happy to be paying the full rental amount at the moment. I completely understand while these issues are ongoing. I'll just advise you firstly, just to make sure that you're not breaching anything from your end, that you do need to pay the rent in full and on time so that you're meeting your obligations in your tenancy agreement. But leave it with me and I will definitely discuss a rent reduction with the landlord. But please pay the full amount until we get to that point, and we'll definitely consider this time fairly and make sure that you're compensated accurately for it. The landlords are really lovely, so I'm sure there won't be an issue with it. It's just really bad timing that we couldn't get this done any earlier. Was there anything else I could help you with in the meantime? Yeah, I guarantee you're on the very top of my list at the moment, and I'll have everything fixed as soon as I possibly can. I'm so sorry again for the inconvenience. I know it hasn't been ideal for you to have to go through this, but I will be making sure that it's fixed as soon as possible. And I really appreciate you both coming in today so that we could talk this out in person. I think it's a lot nicer when we talk face to face. But yeah, call me anytime if you've got any other issues or you want to discuss anything else. I'm always happy to help. Have a lovely day.